Alright, welcome. Buck don't know shit. It is another beautiful day in Texas. Warm, but it's June, late June, almost July. So it's gonna be hot for the next few months anyway. So the video today is gonna be installing these coil springs. I'm gonna show you how not to do it and how to do it. You can get it done the how not to do it way, but it is very difficult. Basically take you along my path, so just know the first part of the video might be frustrating to watch because you're gonna be like, why the hell are you doing it this way? But you know, I like to show y'all everything, all my struggles, all my trials and tribulations. So yeah, that's the point of this video. But you'll see I do finally get the right tool and do it correctly, and it was so much easier. Anyway, enjoy the video. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and leave comments, please. I've got this compressed. I mean, not as far as I can get it, obviously. Not to get it out, I almost had these touching. Had just enough room to get a box wrench in. This is 18 inches high, and if you measure from, well, if you say from here, because you got to get it over that, might be able to work it in there, but basically from there to this guy here, I got about 12 inches of room. So I think my only option is going to be take the strut off, knock loose that linkage to the strut, to the sway bar, let both these control arms fall some more. Problem I was trying to avoid with that, because I know when you do this, bring this down, like the spring has to bend a lot but I'm just gonna have to fight with it to get it in there. So yeah, I knew this was gonna be fun and not gonna be easy. Probably go ahead and bolt sway bar and stuff back up. This thing's kicking my ass again, as I figured it would. Two issues I'm having. One, I'm compressing it. I tried my impact on it when it was when it was looser, and these things popped off when I was doing my impact. So I've been using this. I might get it really snug, try the impact one more time. But what I'm having to do is clamp it to this leg of this table here to keep it from have something to hold it while I'm tightening it up. But about as short as I can get it with the position of these right now is about 17 inches from the ground to there, and where I got to get these up a little higher, because then the all thread starts to touch the ground and kind of push it up, and then when I put it in the car, then the all thread's sticking out and is in the way. So I've got to get these up one more loop, and I need to get about another 3/4 of an inch of compression. What I'm measuring, I have detached a strut, my linkage, spindle, a tie rod there, and got this down as far as it'll go. I even loosened the bolts on the upper control arm and kind of pulled it out a little further. And I still need, if you set the spring down in here and have it angled out, this way, then you need about 16¼ inches, and the tightest I've got that so far is 17. All right, less than 16 inches. I think it'll go now. I'm gonna put it in and see what happens. Hopefully this fucker doesn't come undone. It's in a bind. I don't think it will, unless it like implodes or something. But yeah. What?
Are you recording?
I am now. I was. You rudely interrupted me.
My bad.
Yeah. Jesus. It's the studio, not a garage. I'm giving up for the day. Just can't get this compressed enough. I tried with the control arm in place as low as it would go. I mean, I can put out some more, but it does not like this tool does not like being compressed this much. It's a lot on it. Even though when I took it out, I did have it sucked down more. So I don't know. I might get out here in the morning and put it back on that table leg and clamp it down some more and but I was a long ways from still. This is 16 inches, and I would say I still need another inch to get it. Several hours later, still on the first coil spring. I went to O'Reilly's and rented a different compression tool. It is although the all thread is a finer thread and the same diameter, it does have some heavier duty clamps. They are much stouter than the ones, these little guys that I have. They don't seem to slip as much, and I'm not as afraid to put out on it. And then it's got this like fork that goes through it, and you see it's bending, but although this bend isn't, I'd rather be a little more this way than this way, because this goes on the front of my A-arm. The bend does help. I need another 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch to clear that top part of the shock tower. There's like a little piece of angle that sticks down, and I'm almost past it. I'm gonna crank on a little bit more and not give up quite yet. I still 100% think if you had the right tool to go through here, it'd be much easier. Just hang it, suck it up, put your control arm in, put everything in position. But I cannot find one specifically for these types of control arms and spring. Like I said, I found some that work with some aftermarket parts, but not with original Ford Thunderbird parts. Yeah, it's in. That's good. I think we're good to go. Put some tires on it and call it a day. No, I think I'm gonna have to get an extra set of hands out here to hold it in place, but it is very close. I'm gonna need to get it kind of in position. And see that little metal lip right there? I'm gonna have to pry the coil spring over the back of that. Just these bottom two coils, press them just a little bit, and I think it'll slip right on there. I mean, it took this guy to get it out. I guess it only makes sense that I'm gonna have to use it to put it back in, right? So we'll see. I'm gonna get Carly out here. Don't worry, I'm not gonna have her in any danger, but just to help me hold it up while I get this pry bar in place, and then get her out of the way, and I'll try to go to work on it.
Hey, Dad.
You won't sue me?
I can't sue you.
I think you might be able to. I don't know, maybe not.
I don't really want to find out.
I don't either.
I would need money to sue you.
Good lawyer would take up your case, I think. Like your dad was negligent. He shouldn't have had you out here working with sketchy shit.
It's an accident, though. It's not like. But it probably wouldn't have been if you didn't inform me, or if you played oh, I didn't know that could have happened. Maybe you should have just not told him more.
Okay. Basically, I think this thing is in place. I just kind of want you to hold your hand up against it right there.
Like gently or brave?
Not hardly. Hard. Not hardly. Hard.
How hard?
Oh, no. You want to kind of...
Ow!
Look out.
Help your crowbar.
Alright. Shouldn't be wearing shoes out here.
You're wearing Crocs.
Wow, those are shoes. Alright, see how it is right there? Kind of need to get your hands on it. And what I'm... Hold on, I got turned a little. What I'm going to do is put a crowbar under it. Yeah, kind of get your hand. Okay, you got that whole part over there. Let me get it in place. Put this spring in. Kind of hold your hand right there where I got it. So you can push up and in, up and in. right there. Oops. Doing good.
Oh, this is kind of scary.
Okay. Now get out of the way. Maybe I didn't need you at all. I don't know. Alright, we're gonna try something else. Alright, I'm gonna need you. You see some little C-clamps down there?
What's a C-clamp? One of these things?
Clamp this thing in place. You're gonna like put it in like this, tighten it down. You gotta make sure this bottom piece is underneath that lid. Okay? Alright, get under there. Hold on. Let me get it back in position good. Oh. Hold on. Take the clamp out right now. Okay. Alright, screw it down. Good. Gotta get it nice and tight. Okay. I don't think very good, but get the other one on. Get one on the other side. You feel it? Yeah, it's going to be a little tighter on that side. Looks like it's on there. Is it tightening? Well, it's doing something. Okay. That's good. Okay. I think that's all I need from you right now.
Don't lose your finger.
I'll try not. If you hear me yell, it's me. It's not somebody else that you don't love. Thank you. Just to show you what my plan is, I got it compressed. It's hanging, holding it up with these C-clamps. It's pretty secure. I would say very secure. That one ain't doing shit. Let me tighten that one up a little bit. But yeah, so my plan now is I got my spindle loose again. Took my bolts off the upper control arm and I'm gonna slide it off the end of the bolts. Basically get it to where that lip's on this side of the spring and try to work it back up into position. I think I will be able to, once I have the spring captured behind that lip. Let's see what we can do here. That. Let's see. That one is on the stud. I got it behind the spring. If I could possibly get this made up back to the spindle. Oh, wait a minute. That on there? Look at that shit. Alright. Look at that. Fucking nothing to it. Like an old pro. I knew what I was doing the whole time. Now I'm gonna leave the lock washer off and just get a nut on it. Just barely threaded on there. Get it in place. Yeah, so look, nothing to it. I don't know what y'all been bitching about all morning. Oh, almost dropped you there. But yeah, so now I got it back behind that lip and it's lined up to fall in place there. I think I'll leave my C-clamps on for now, but I'm gonna get this control arm a little bit closer by jacking up here and you know, get it to where it's a little more level, and then I'm gonna start letting this out. Alright, we're slowly getting it. Very, very slowly. Okay. Let's see. Knock him out somehow. Ugh. Oh, I was recording all that. Hopefully O'Reilly doesn't see that. I don't know. Maybe that's how you're supposed to do it. That was a bitch. Oh, fuck me. And I hit my nose and fucking fender fell and got a Charlie horse and my hamstring. But yeah, all good. Yeah. Just another day in Buck's garage. All right. Oh, let's see if I can get this off of here now. Whew, thank God. And spring is in place. Jesus Christ. That has been a project. And that's only one of them. Mother. All right. Sorry about the cussing. It's gonna be lots of cussing doing this job. Back on the driver's side. I know what I gotta do here. Gotta break the sway bar linkage loose and the strut loose. So this is Buck's method to putting in a coil spring on a 1965 Thunderbird stock. No aftermarket shit. Or shouldn't say shit, it's probably good stuff. Aftermarket stuff, kind of cheap. Like, take 50,046. So I'm hanging it. It's not the tool intended, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be way too short. But yeah, because that's a lot of coils I'm not catching. I need like something about 6 inches longer, I think. Which my other one, which I will try next, it is longer, but only by about 2 inches. Past couple of days have kicked my ass. I'm not gonna lie. These full springs, which I've been showing lots of videos of, or will have lots of videos of. Yeah, that's not easy. And I'm not gonna lie, I got lucky getting this one in. It just happened, everything worked out. I used a rental compression tool. Similar to the one I had, it was just a little more stout, heavy duty. But it has this plate that you put in there. And when I got that spring in there, I really didn't think about it too much. I thought about it hitting the control arm, so I put it in a spot where it wouldn't necessarily hit it. But then what I didn't think about was when the spring's under compression, that thing's in a bind. And if you can't get a hammer to it to knock it out, it's, you're pretty much fucked. Anyway, I got lucky, I got that thing out. So I'm a little leery of using it in that fashion again, because I don't want to get stuck and I don't want to be like fighting to get that spring back out of the car once it's in place. So what I've done, which I'll show the video on this, is I've hung it, and this is the O'Reilly tool again. Hung it from my shock tower, which this is the intended method to do this, right? But I cannot find a tool that'll work with my control arm, or with my spring and control arm, to make this happen. The problem with the O'Reilly tool that I rented, it's way too short. Playing revision 2430A is in progress. So I went and bought 5/8 all thread. I can't find my other one, but that's what it was. It was 5/8 rod. This is a little longer, it's full 24 inches, which is longer than my spring, so it'll be plenty. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna weld this big, found these. We'll screw it in, get it sticking out a little bit, weld it at the bottom just so it won't back off. This is free, slides up and down. So I'll have it down there, hook into the spring. This will come up through my shock tower, and then I'm gonna just run another one of these on top, and I will sit there and turn on that sucker until the cows come home, I guess. Some silicone grease on it. Got the loose end down here. This is the welded end. There we go. New top feed spring tool. Let's see if it works. Get my big washers. Got some good thick 5/8 washers. I think they'll be enough. They'll definitely be enough. Something I didn't think of, but I'm gonna see when I get enough tension on it. But I think I'm gonna have to weld this to the little bracket piece as well, because it spins, of course, when you're turning the nut. So I am going to weld this to this big nut. Yeah, I'll get some all the way around it, and I may even try to find some metal strap. Be nice if I had something 1/8 inch thick. I do have some metal I could probably use. I'd have to, I can use this, but I'd have to cut it and grind the powder coating off of it. Probably needs a strap, I'm thinking. Like 1 inch piece, 1.5 inch piece, go from there to there on either side, just to give it a little bit of a stability, a little more strength. little strap on this side, clamp down, get a tack on it, take the clamp off, and weld this side up pretty good. Get tested right away. That's the only way to know. Put some torque on it. Okay, take 43,057. It is welded. It's in there. I don't have my clamps on yet, but about to do that. And hope the spring doesn't fall on my head while I'm doing it. Yeah, but I think this is gonna work. It's at least going to compress now. So we'll see if I'm able to get it in the car afterwards. Just to show you what I'm doing. It turns and it is sucking the spring up. This part is pretty effortless. This is where I wish I had a cheater bar that fit over the end of this and a ratchet, 1-inch ratchet wrench, which I don't have, and the store I went to didn't have one. So just hope this doesn't get too hard. So far it's not taking much effort. A long ways to go. I'm thinking we're going to need at least probably a foot of this sticking out. Just to show you, I don't know, I'll probably turn another 5 inches from where we started. And this is already up higher than it was yesterday with that other rental tool I had bought or rented. And you can see I've got lots of compression lift. This is what I needed all along. I got it going now. It'll compress plenty now. So, and it's a lot safer, I think. But yeah, little fab shop. I'm gonna stick it up in there, the control arm. I think this is gonna get us. Only thing that, well, I don't want to jump ahead of myself. You know, this could be off a little too much. Needing to go this way or this way. But this is so much easier to work like this. You know, this took me 5 minutes, maybe not even that long. Look at that. Now all I got to do, which shouldn't be hard. Oh yeah, look at that. It's falling right into place. Son of a mother. All this time I wasted. That was so damn easy. Yeah, I'm just taking tension off of it and it is kind of falling into place. Actually working out pretty well, looks like. I'll go ahead and, just so you know I'm not lying, get up there, loosen it a little more. And this is so much easier to turn than the other way. I don't know if this all thread is just better. This big nut helps. And I'm not compressing the shit out of the spring like I was before. Look at that. That's in there. That baby. Seated just right. It's on the little stop right there. It's looped over the back. It's in at the top. Got another coil spring in. All right, for the win. Homemade tool, spring compressor. Well, partially. I did this. These did come with a kit I bought, which I've showed y'all part of this, and you can see the differences here. Mine is much longer. That's what she said. So anyway, still both 5/8 rods. Like I said, with my long coils, springs that I have on this car, the longer dowel rod made it a lot easier because you don't have to compress them all the way because you can catch more coils. And doing this from the top, it's safer, it's faster. You know, it gets the spring where you need it inside the car instead of compressing it and then trying to put it up inside the car, which is not easy. And you feel like that thing's gonna like pop loose in your face while you're doing it. So this is 1000% the way to do it. From a top down, something that sits up here, whatever tool you can find or build, make it to where this works. And also I would suggest where it pulls up instead of, you know, threading down and sucking it up that way. You want your all thread, the spinning loose end, to come up as the spring comes up. So like I said, if you're screwing through your nut and pulling the nut up along it, it's going to end up hitting your control arm. I wish I would have just, you know, I knew that was the way I needed to do it to begin with, and I should have just initially said, you know what, this is going to suck, you know, like clamping it to that leg of that shelf and sitting there cheater pipe and, you know, trying to, so many hours wasted turning on. I can't believe it. Anyway, don't miss that job. And you know, now that I've done this and I have the right tool, like this would not be a big deal at all. Taking them out would be super easy. You compress it until they're loose, take your control arm off, and then let it down. Like super easy and safe. That's the other thing. So much safer than the way I did it with the crowbar and letting it fall on the floor, and who knows where it's going to go. And you know, and then when you got it out of the car, it's decompressed. Yeah. So yeah, any of these Fords you're working on, coil over springs, you need to do it from the top of the shock tower. And I guess any other car that's designed like this. So now I just gotta put everything that I've put together one time, do it again for like the third time, and I'll be done. So I'm gonna button these up, and maybe today we start trying to figure out how to put these disc brakes on. Maybe, we'll see.